First of all, thank you to our gracious hosts, to the World Bank, to Mwanza. We had a phenomenal day yesterday talking about regulations, performance-based approach, and listening to one another. And I feel very inspired about what's going on throughout Africa in the form of leadership for drones, for RPAS, for unmanned aircraft systems, whatever terminology you want to use. So what we did yesterday was look to a short conversation around performance-based regulations, understanding what took place here in the demonstrations, all the work that had to go into it, from ops manual development, safety management systems, coordination with air traffic control, so on and so forth, to address the risks associated with unmanned systems, but accomplish the overall mission. What I think was the most important was starting the conversation in breakout groups yesterday and getting Civil Aviation Authority, AFCAC, ICAO, IATA, working together and looking at what's possible. We started by identifying what regulatory approvals are being approached. What are people looking to do from the government side and the private industry side? And it kind of fell into these clusters of opportunity, as we like to say. From people being approached for training, for surveying, from aerial photography and weddings, to infrastructure inspections, wildlife management, and of course this massive heat map over here. I'm being asked to switch. Oh, that's much better. In drone delivery, if you were to look at this to just see what the interests are, we can of course see photography is huge, aerial surveying and mapping, but also wildlife survey, disaster management, and agricultural. And from the opportunity, we looked at challenges. And these are all developed by those participating. So thank you all for your openness and candid approach to this. These are the challenges clustered for what civil aviation authorities and leaders in this community need and the barriers to overcome. Security is of course very important. The technological reliability, understanding what's possible, what's reality and what's not reality yet. Of course, safety and crew competency. But I was inspired by the government authorities in the room saying, you know what? We need to learn. We need to continue to engage each other to understand what's possible. Registration is, of course, important. Legislation and the empowerment of the CAAs to overcome some of these challenges, to have the authority to authorize new opportunities. And, of course, data from the aircraft. The last step was moving from opportunities, identifying the challenges, but then identifying what they need to overcome those challenges. And from the safety management world, we like to call these mitigations. We say, if you can identify a challenge, you can identify the opportunity to overcome that challenge, which I think is in the spirit of the LVC. So together, we identified checklists, operations manuals, monitoring software in the form of UTM or health system management, proving out that these systems are reliable and can be trusted. Test areas and regulations, similar to what's been going on in Malawi, where you start in one small area and build out what's possible from there to attract innovation and to support an industry. And then finally, and perhaps most interesting to me, was empowering ministries that aren't just civil aviation or not just transportation to be involved, to overcome these challenges together. So I've been asked to keep it short, to bring this all together and to report out, and I feel that if you have questions, if you want to come and approach any one of us who were involved yesterday, I encourage you to do so. And I'm inspired to create a Drone Innovators Network here in Africa. And I know the World Economic Forum is very much looking forward to supporting you and the LVC moving forward. Thank you very much.